Your opinion on this one, big dog.
Yes, sir.
Are you buying that Aaron Rodgers would retire?
No, I'm not buying it. And you know I'm supporting Aaron Rodgers of late, certainly in his efforts to get what he wants because he deserves it. 3-time MVP. And when they leave you for dead, you rise from the grave and get another MVP.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you have some leverage. But I'm not buying he's going to retire. This is an empty threat, thinly veiled in saying, I'm done. No, you're not, Aaron Rodgers, because you messed up in that same sentence said, I'm done. Unless is the key part. Because there's two ways I look at when he's saying, I'm done in this situation. Are you done playing football or are you done playing football for the Green Bay Packers? Because if you're trying to say there's a team or teams, he listed 3 teams that he can go to, then you're not retiring, big dog. If you're saying there's something that we can work out internally and then I'm not retiring, then guess what you're not doing? You're not retiring. You're not done. I've been through this mindset before. I actually retired with other opportunities. Other teams still want me. I said, nah, I'm done. You know why I'm done? My knees are talking. I want to save some of my life and some of my health for my family going forward, etc. I never said I'm done unless. Now, I made a mistake. Let me give you this in story.
Talk to me, big dog.
I retired in 2007, and if you know who won the Super Bowl in 2007, it was the New York Football Giants. Now, the New York Football Giants kept calling me and said, Marcellus, we know you only got one leg and you sorry as hell, but we need you. And I was like, I don't need nobody. I don't want to play football. I'm done. Now, I should have said in that moment, I'm done. Unless the Giants going to win the Super Bowl this year and I would have played for them. I would have a ring up here, empty player, and I'll be somewhere else. I don't know.
Dog.
Anyway, here's the thing. Shut up, Acho. Don't make me feel worse than I already do. This sounds like, to me, you know me, I'm a historian.
Talk to me.
Rap historian on top of that, you know what I mean? Sound like Too Short in 1994. This is my last album, yo. This is my last album. Too Short been saying that for 20-something years, brother. You can't just come out there and say you're done unless you're going to really mean it. Because I'm done unless I stay here and get what I want. I'm done unless I go to these other teams. Means we know you're not really done.
Woo! I like that take. Snaps.
Love Jones?
Now, Sel, I believe you are a unique individual. You don't necessarily believe that, but I try to tell you every day you're a unique individual.
Here he goes.
So,
what?
I don't necessarily know that you are the norm in this situation. I had an I'm done moment. I ain't Aaron Rodgers. I ain't Marcellus Wiley. But after 4 years in the NFL, you're vested pension with annuity. You got all the benefits.
Yeah.
I played for 4 years. I was like, ooh, I got all the benefits. I'm really not all that good. Let me go ahead and move on. So I'm done. Unless
here we go.
The Cowboys call me, because I'm born and raised in Dallas, Texas. Unless the Bears call me, because my brother played for the Chicago Bears. Unless the Eagles call me back, because I would go back to Philly because that was already home for me. So I was done unless I got 3 of them calls. I was already auditioning for another show at another network. I get a call. Acho, we want you to come to Oxnard to try out.
That's Cowboy camp.
That's Cowboys camp.
Let's go.
So what happens? I end up flying to Oxnard. I walk into the cafeteria, and I look up, and I see on the whiteboard of the training camp, I see this. 5:30 a.m. wake up, offensive line. 5:45, defensive line. 6 p.m., 6 a.m., linebackers. I was like, I'm done. I go through the tryouts. Thankfully, they don't end up signing me. I had my I'm done unless moment. I think Rob Gronkowski had a I'm done unless moment. Tom Brady comes back. Jay Cutler, I'm done. Retires. Unless moment. I believe it was Adam Gase in Miami who calls Cutler to come back. I believe Adam Gase had been Cutler's either QB coach or some sort of relationship there. I think several players have that I'm done. Unless moment. Now, I said all that because you brought me somewhere. I'm going to say my real take, and then I'm going to pass this baton, and I'm glad I brought up batons.
That's time, bro.
So, what is the worst place you can finish in at the Olympics?
The worst place?
In your opinion, fourth. Fourth is the worst place you could finish in.
I'm so close. Give me a medal.
Because you were so close to a medal.
Yes.
Now, some Olympians may argue second, depending on how good they are, because you didn't get gold. But I would agree with you.
Yeah.
Fourth place is the worst place to finish in the Olympics. Aaron Rodgers has finished fourth in the NFL the last 2 years.
I ain't talking to you right now.
Now, if you don't think he's finished in fourth, at best, he's finished in second in the NFC. So, Stel, if fourth is the worst place you could finish in, I agree with you. You agree with you, obviously. Olympians would agree with you. Fourth is the worst place. Aaron Rodgers has found himself in fourth place 2 consecutive years in the NFL, losing in the NFC Championship game. I don't know how you can't believe him when he says he's done. Because like you just said, and I wholeheartedly agree with, fourth place, big dog. Twice in a row?
Yeah.
That's a beast.
Okay. Now, let's go at it.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. 4 places the worst in the Olympics. Not the NFL necessarily.
Okay.
Because in the NFL, there are 32 lanes on the track. I know Texas is a big school. Y'all track ain't that damn big. Ain't no 32 runners running around there. So it's a little different, but I hear you. We ain't cooking the books up here, but I'm walking with you in terms of logic. It makes a little sense. 2, let's go to the Cowboy situation. That morning you said you walked in there and saw lineman up, huh?
That was terrible.
Dog, that was terrible. You know what was worse? When I was there, it said 5:30 linemen wake up. 6 o'clock receivers. 6:30 defense. 7, go get Wiley. Where in the hell's Wiley at? That's what happens when your mind is gone. And let me tell you where Aaron Rodgers' mind has went. You gave me every scenario of a guy who's like, I'm done, unless, including yourself,
Yes, sir.
because you wanted to leave. Now, the reason you wanted to leave was kind of, well, I probably don't have it right now. Gronkowski's like, too many injuries. I probably don't have it right now. You can give me example after example. There's a huge difference and stark contrast between I want to leave and they're not respecting me, so they're forcing my hand.
Yes, sir.
They're forcing me to leave.
Yes, sir.
And that's what's thinly veiled. We see it. It's an empty threat when they're forcing you because of their lack of appreciation, and then your return fire is, okay, I'm gonna retire. They're like, you ain't gonna retire because just 2 seconds ago. Or if we did appreciate you, you ain't going nowhere. Let me give you what empty threats feel like on the daily. I have a 2-year-old. The leader of my house is 2. It's not my wife, it's not myself, it's not my 5-year-old, it's not my 1-year-old, it's not my 22-year-old. It's this little 2-year-old. Boss baby, I call her. Little, woo. Araya will sit there and have something in her hand. She loves to throw and kick. So I don't know what sport she's gonna play, but she's gonna be good at it. And she's like, Daddy, yeah. And I said, Araya, don't throw anything at me. I said, if you throw something again, you're gonna get a timeout. Yeah. You know why? Because she's like, what you gonna do? And I'm like, what am I gonna do? My baby done figured it out. Child Protection Services. You ain't spanking no more. This ain't the 80s. What you gonna do? That is an empty threat. So she will carry out what she wants to do. What will Aaron Rodgers do? He's been right now underappreciated. Duh. But everything that he's now looking at that we thought was a reason why he should feel this way may flip and look like an excuse if he can't follow through on his actions. Aaron Rodgers is still going to play football. But to threaten that you're going to retire just to leave one situation, you ain't fooling nobody.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Let me submit something to you.
Okay,
Let me submit something to you. Do we really still know who Aaron Rodgers is? I don't. Think about this, y'all. Aaron Rodgers done changed the last year. Why do I say that? Aaron Rodgers was always cocky by action.
Yeah, fact.
Discount, double check. But Aaron Rodgers was not cocky verbally until this year. What Aaron Rodgers say October 6th of 2020? I sometimes laugh when people talk about my down years because a lot of times down years for me are career years for other quarterbacks. Dang, Aaron Rodgers, that don't sound like you. You're not usually verbally cocky. But Aaron Rodgers, you just talking crazy, bro. That's not even accurate. Or was it? Or were you taking shots? Because you look at Aaron Rodgers, the year coming off in which he said that, 26 touchdowns, 4 picks. Dak Prescott, the year he got an MVP vote, his career year, 23 touchdowns, 4 picks. Aaron Rodgers had more passing yards a game, same record. So Aaron Rodgers, he ain't one to publicly be cocky, but he was. I don't necessarily know that Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, all of a sudden, you done found love. Now, I don't know much of Aaron Rodgers' personal life, but we all know the relationship, the tumultuous relationship he has with his family. Aaron Rodgers, big dog, you done found love in the last year. Aaron Rodgers, that's a little bit different of you. Aaron Rodgers, you're out here willingly doing interviews once a week on shows you ain't even got to do. Shout out to Pat McAfee.
Yeah, that's a win.
Aaron Rodgers, that ain't like you. So the last thing I want to submit is, do you even really still know Aaron Rodgers? Because this past year, he's acted out of character about 1, 2, 3 times. He might just still be acting out of character, or this might just be his new character.
See, now we're going somewhere. Let's go get these shovels and dig, brother. Lack of appreciation will make you do drastic things just to feel appreciated. So you're saying we don't know Aaron Rodgers potentially off of his last year in terms of him being outspoken? How about Aaron Rodgers may not know what good is? Aaron Rodgers may not know when good is right in his face. Let's talk about this, because there's a lens how you look at life. I just posted something today talking about what my coach, Joe White, told me 1995 when I was at a low point in my mind in terms of experience and in terms of forecast. I was just sitting there caught up. My coach said, look, whatever's troubling